and welcome to Bottoms Down Chair Yoga for Everyone. I'm Carol and I'm so glad you've joined us today. We're coming to you from the YouTube channel, and remember, if you haven't already subscribed, we would really appreciate it, and if you feel up to it, give me a comment. I'd love to hear from you guys. We're going to continue with our series on that digestive health. We'll be doing a little deeper dive into some of the poses. We'll be doing a couple of new poses as well. And we will start seated, we'll come to standing, and then we'll come back to seated. You only need your chair today. All right, let's get started. We're going to come forward in our chair. We're going to lift our heart nice and tall, pulling that belly button in, keeping those shoulders down. Now let's concentrate on our feet and making sure we have those feet grounded to the earth. So think about those 4 pressure points behind the big toe, behind the little toe, 2 points of the heel. Have all 4 of those pressure points equally weighted on the mat. And then think about your sits bones and make sure they're equally weighted on the chair. All right. Let's place our hands lightly on our thighs, palms facing up. Close your eyes. Focus your attention on your heart center and breathe. Just feeling that inhalation and exhalation, just your natural breath. And begin to elongate that breath. Inhaling a little more deeply. Exhaling a little more completely. Let's move into that yoga breath, that belly breath, that diaphragmatic breath. We're going to inhale. The belly extends as we fill the lungs from the bottom up. And exhale, pull the belly button to the spine. Push the air up and out of the lungs. Do that a few times. And breathe normally. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your intention for today's practice. One more breath. Bring your hands back down to your thighs and open your eyes. Drop that right ear to the right shoulder. Drop the chin towards the chest. Drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. Chin towards the chest. Go ahead and look to the front of the room. Look over that left shoulder. Look center. Look over that right shoulder. Look center and roll. Right. I did that backwards, but that's okay. And reverse it. You know what I meant. It doesn't matter as long as we do both sides. It doesn't matter anyway. All right. We're going to just shrug those shoulders up in the ears, and then I just want you to let them fall. Let's do that again. Shrug those shoulders up. Let them fall. One more. Shrug. And let them fall. Roll one shoulder at a time. And reverse it. Beautiful. Let's take one hand to the ceiling, other hand on the chair. Extend long and lean. Let's come up and do the other side. Up we go. Hand is on the chair and we're going to lean into it. Come up and roll those shoulders again. Oh yeah. All right. Place your hands on the thighs, elbows are wide, belly button to spine into your cat pose as we begin to warm up that spine a little bit more. Lift your heart up, thumbs to the back of the room as you open up that heart. Let's do that again. Round it down, belly button to spine, tuck the chin, and open it up. Release it, roll those shoulders. All right. Are we feeling ready to go? Feeling good? Okay. So we're going to start with our half Lord of the Fishes pose. So we're going to take this knee, we're going to open it nice and wide. Bring this arm across your body, all the way across. Grab your chair, crown of the head to the ceiling. Turn and look over the back of your chair. And release it. Let's do that again. Bring this arm all the way across. Grab the chair, lift the heart towards the ceiling, and the head towards the ceiling. Turn and look over the back of your chair. And release it. Let this knee fall down towards the floor. Push that foot back behind you. Lift your heart into a crescent lunge, okay? We're going to revolve our crescent lunge. So we're going to take this hand and bring it on the outside of the knee that's in front. Take your opposite hand, bring it back to the chair. Extend the spine long, turn, and look over the back of your chair. Release it. Now take this hand, bring it to this side of the chair. Bring this hand around to your hip, extend the spine long, and revolve the other way. So now I'm looking over my left shoulder. You see that? And release it. You want to take a break with that leg, or are you okay? Can we keep going? All right, here we go. Moving into our locust pose. We know this one. We're going to bring that palm is facing back behind. This other hand is up to the ceiling. The palm is facing out, and we're going to open up our heart. One more breath and release. Face forward. Whew, how's that feel? I know, right? That was pretty intense. Let's do the other side. Take this knee and open it wide. Lord of the Fishes first. Bring that arm across, grab the chair, lift and twist. And release that, and let's do it again. Bring that hand all the way across, grab the chair, lift the crown of the head to the ceiling, turn and look over the back of your chair and breathe. And release. Let this knee fall down towards the floor. Coming into our crescent lunge. Press that leg back if that works for you. Back of the kneecap to the ceiling. Lift the heart. This hand is going to come to the outside of this thigh. Opposite hand is on the chair. Extend the spine long. Turn and look over the back of your chair. All right, now we're going to take our left hand, bring it on the inside here. Oh, excuse me. Let's do this hand first. Bring this hand, bring it back. Maybe it's on the chair. This hand now is going to come around to your waist. Extend the spine long. Turn and look over the opposite shoulder. Revolved crescent lunge in both directions. Release it. Do you want to take just a break with that knee? Whew. Okay, let's do it again. Press the kneecap to the ceiling. This hand is going to come back by your leg, palm facing back. Opposite hand is up to the ceiling, palm facing out, and open into your locust pose. Heart is lifted, spine is long, belly is tight. One more breath and release. How does that feel? Pretty good? Feel pretty stretched out, and we're working into that belly, aren't we? Trying to massage those internal organs a little bit. That's the idea anyway. Okay, so now we're going to move into our triangle pose. And if you were with me last time, when we did it all seated, we're going to move into that same seated triangle pose. And then we're going to stand up and we're going to be doing triangle pose from standing, okay? So you've got options. Option 1 is when you just heel toe this foot out twice. You want your knee in alignment with the toes and that be at a diagonal. This foot is grounded down. Your sits bones are grounded to the chair. Bring your arms out. Take just the rib cage. Move it towards the extended leg. Here's the add-on. Are you ready? This hand comes down. This hand comes up into your triangle pose. So the idea is that we would kind of stack, right? So our arms would be stacked, but that doesn't matter. If that doesn't work for you, I totally get it and it's okay. All right, are we ready? We're going to come up out of it. Bring those ribs center and come down. Okay, now you can do that same version, but if you want to try the next version, I'm going to take this leg and I'm just going to heel toe that back out just a little bit more. I'm going to come a little closer to the edge of my chair. Make sure this foot is grounded down. Make sure the sits bones are grounded on that chair, okay? This leg is long, knee is in alignment with toes. You've still got that diagonal with that foot, okay? Here we go. Move those ribs only. Are we ready? And down we go. Now, if you want, you can have this hand inside that thigh, and what you do then is you leverage and you can open your heart a little bit more. Okay? That's a version. The other version is the hand is here on the side, and you can get a little deeper into the side waist stretch, which is getting a little more into what we're working on today, the whole digestion. Are we ready? Press it up. Oh! Ribs come back center. Bring the hands down. Heel toe that foot in. All right. Okay. Let's do the other side. So we're going to start with version 1. We're going to take 2 heel toes. Toes are going to be at a diagonal. My knee is in alignment with those toes. This foot is pressing down. We've got it nice and grounded. Our sits bones are grounded. We're going to bring those shoulders or those arms up. Shoulders are down. Simply move the rib cage only. And there's version 1. And it's a great version. If you want to move to version 2, all we're going to do is let this left hand fall down towards the floor, and then the right hand comes up towards the ceiling, and we are really squeezing this side. You feel it? We're stretching this side and we're squeezing this side. All right, let's come up, bring those ribs center, and come down. Okay, leave that leg where it is for right now. If you want to go to the next version, what we're going to do, I'm going to come a little bit closer to the edge of my chair, okay? Still got this leg grounded, still got both sits bones on the chair. I'm going to heel toe this foot out a little bit further and extend the leg. Okay? Now I'm getting the inner thigh stretch. My leg is long. My hands come up. Are we ready? Hinging over. That's just at the ribs. And down we go. All right, so you've got 2 versions here. This hand can be on the inside of this thigh, and you're using it as leverage to open. Or this hand is here, and you're more deeply leaning. Come back up. Bring those ribs center. Bring your hands down. And bring that foot in. All right. Seated child's pose. We're going to bring our hands to our thighs, palms face up. We're going to let our heart fall forward. Tuck the chin. And let the head fall and hang out. Roll up nice and slow. Come back to seated. get a drink of water, and we're going to come to standing. Okay, so we're on the right side of our chair. And we're going to face our chair. Okay? So, the first thing we're going to do is a downward facing puppy. And our feet are a hip distance apart. We're going to hinge forward. Put your hands in the chair first, okay? Now, go ahead and come down onto your forearms. You might already feel the stretch in the back of the body. I feel it, okay? Are we ready? Let's take a step back and take another step back. Now, here's the key. Your hips are going to shoot up to the ceiling. Your heart is going to shoot back towards your thighs, and your head is just going to fall. And we're breathing. One more breath. Ready? Come up slowly. Take a step forward and a step forward. And we're going to roll it up nice and slow. Okay. How did that feel? You do okay? Can we do it one more time before we move to our triangle pose? Let's do it. Okay. So I'm going to readjust. I want my hips right in alignment, right? Hip distance, my feet right in alignment, hip distance apart. We're going to hinge forward. Start with your hands. Put your hands in the chair first. Now, move down to those forearms. Go ahead and just feel the back of the body stretching here first. Okay? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a step back and take a step back. We're going to lift our hips to the ceiling and we're going to press our heart back. Let your head fall. Belly is tight, belly button to spine. Maybe your heels touch, maybe they don't. One more breath, coming up slowly, step forward, and roll up. Okay, everybody good? Okie dokie, we're going to move into that triangle pose. So again, I'm facing my chair, and I'm going to take the foot next to the back of the chair, and it's going to go under the chair, okay? But I'm not going to bend my knee like we do in Warrior One. My front leg is going to stay straight. Take this back leg and take a step back. You've got that foot at that 45-degree angle, okay? So it's not square like 90 degrees because then your hips are nowhere near where they need to be. But if you bring those toes up into that 45-degree angle and face forward, okay? All right, bring your hands to your heart. Bring your hands to the ceiling. Turn and face me. So kind of like when we go from Warrior One to Warrior Two, but the front leg is straight. All right, are we ready? Now, here's the thing. Remember when we were seated, we were able to really take those sits bones and ground them into the earth. What I want you to think about is the same idea. Belly button to spine. Think about the hips are going to stay where they are, and all that's moving is your rib cage. Do you see that? Now, this hip is going to hike up a little bit. But all of this movement is really centered around the center of the body. All right. We're going to come down and we're going to place our left hand in the chair and the right hand is up. Woo, you should be feeling this, especially in the front thigh. You feel that? This is also for digestion. Okay, now here comes the revolving triangle. All right, So one of the things I will tell you is if you have a death grip on this glute right here, let it go. Release it. Relax it. Okay? It's going to let those hips come around a little bit better. Take this hand that's in the air. You're going to bring it down and you're going to put it in your chair. And then you're going to take the other hand and you're going to revolve open. Oh, yeah. Now, this opposite arm is not going to come up to the ceiling. Don't worry about it. It's going to be extended out, kind of out in, at an angle. Bring that hand back down, put it back in the chair, open back up. Don't lose your triangle piece. Ready? Take a deep breath in, pull your belly button in. We're going to come back up. There's your strength. And release. Okay? All right, let's go to the other side. Okay, so here I am. My feet are hip distance apart, right? My belly button is to my spine. I'm going to hinge forward. I'm going to put my hands in the chair first. Now I'm going to let my forearms come down. Okay? You feel it? Back of the body stretching. Let your heart fall a little bit. Take a step back. Take a step back. Now, here we go. Press your hips up to the ceiling. Press your heart back. Let your head fall into downward facing puppy. All right, are we ready? We're going to come up slowly and step forward and roll it up nice and slow. Okay, again, here we go. Make any adjustments you need. Hinge forward. Put one hand in the chair, other hand in the chair, then lower to your forearms. Take a step back, other foot back. Heart back towards your thighs, head between your arms, feeling the stretch on the back side of the body. We're squeezing the belly. One more breath. Come up slowly. Step forward, and roll up. Okay, ready for triangle? So we're going to put our foot, we're facing our chair. We've got one foot. The foot that's next to the back of the chair is the one that goes kind of under it. Take a step back. Okay. Front leg stays straight. Back foot is at that diagonal. Bring your hands to the ceiling. And then we're going to turn and face me. Okay. Get that out of my face there. Okay. Now, keep that front leg straight. Keep these hips stable for right now. This hip will hike up, but don't let it first. I want you to take this hand and try to come to your chair. Try to come over the chair. Try to come over the chair as far as you can. And now, place that hand down in the chair and lift up. Release this glute, release this glute. Make sure you aren't squeezing. It helps with, get those hips around. Take the hand that's in the air, bring it around, place it in the chair, and revolve your triangle. Bring that hand back to the chair, open back up. Back up to standing and release. Very good. All right. Have a seat. Grab some water. We ready for that last little bit? Okay. Take that right foot, extend it long. Lift and hinge. Let's go ahead and lift our heart up, and we're going to do the same thing again. Extend the spine long, let that heart fall forward. Pyramid pose. And come up. Back to our pigeon, ankle to ankle or ankle to knee. Extend the spine long and let that heart fall forward, keeping the back flat. Lift it up. Let's rock our baby. And do that again. Lengthen through the spine. Heart falls forward. And rock your baby. And final one. Extend and let that heart just fall forward as we feel that stretch. All right, other side. Extend the spine long. Extend the leg long, toes up to the ceiling. Now extend the spine long and let the heart fall forward. Lift your heart, and let's do that again. Lengthen and hinge. All right, pigeon, ankle to ankle or ankle to knee. We're going to lift up nice and tall and let that heart fall forward. All right, rock your baby. Let's do that again. Lengthen and hinge. And rock that baby. Final time. Lengthen and let that heart fall forward. All right, go ahead and sit back in your chair. All right, palms are facing up. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Day of opportunity. This is a day of great opportunity because this is a day when you're able to take action. Look clearly and soberly at the challenges that face you today. See the new value and strength you will build by tackling those challenges. If you feel even the least bit of discouragement, go ahead and embrace the feeling. That gives you control, and you can then utilize that control to let the discouragement go. When the going gets tedious, complicated, frustrating, break the pattern. Stand up, stride forward, shake off the doubt and despair, and get back on a positive track. Keep reminding yourself what your actions will accomplish. Take whatever energy comes your way and apply it toward the goals you've set. Feel how great it is to transform today's opportunity into achievement. Treasure the chance to do it again and again. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Extend that left arm long. Lift the palm towards the ceiling. And release it. Drop your chin towards the chest. And release it. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Extend that right arm long. Flip the palm to the ceiling. And release it. Bring your hands to your heart. Honoring one another, we say Namaste. Thank you so much for joining, and if you would, click on that subscribe button and give me a comment. I'd really appreciate it, and I will see you next time.